Without much further ado, let me introduce the Shupp Warzone Center for dudes who don't have 10 hours to play but want to play good too.
What is this? A center for ants?
Yo, welcome to Shupp's Warzone Center for dudes who don't have 10 hours to play but want to play good too, or Shupp's Warzone Center for short. This is the start of a new series we're doing where we go through techniques that everyone can practice to make the most of their time while playing Warzone. Stop laughing at me. Because we know not everyone is a pro or a content creator who has time to play 5+ hours a day. And most importantly, we know it's more fun to play when you're winning. Here we don't care about your KD except as a measurement of improvement, but we mainly care about fun and enjoyment. For our first video, we'll be talking about 3 easy tips that are crucial to step up your game in Warzone, but also any battle royale or FPS game. The first tip is a slight adjustment to your aim called centering. Centering is aiming where you anticipate the enemy's chest or head to be at all times. Whether it's pre-aiming corners or running from objective to objective, having your crosshair where a potential enemy could pop out will help you win more fights. We all know how many fights come down to one bullet difference and who has the better aim. If you intentionally practice centering, it'll become second nature rather quickly and give you an advantage over most average players who run with their crosshair aiming towards the ground. Here's an example from my gameplay where good centering gave me an advantage in gunfights. I see this guy running to the right through the door, and I know from my minimap that there was 1 to 2 enemies in that area, so I clear the left side across the door and then aim my crosshair where I think the guy on the right's chest will be and pan to the right and get the kill.
Right here. Sasha, he's getting ready to come up the stairs on you.
Got him. This clip is an example of poor centering because I was reloading, but I countered this by waiting for the guy to jump and then slide canceling directly at him and hip firing at center max. The second easy tip is to use a good headset and audio setup. This alone has saved my ass more times than I can count because I knew where enemies were before I saw them due to 3D audio and a good quality headset. There's a guy right here with me. Watch here to see how I knew where enemies were around me and waited until the right time to strike.
Arthur Decon.
This one's nuts. There's dudes all around me right here. If you can come out right now and shoot him.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh god.
Squad mates are all KIA. Keep fighting until they redeploy.
I personally use a Sennheiser PXC 550 headset on my PC, but that might be overkill for just gaming. Although I highly recommend them and other Sennheiser products. He's up top. For the average gamer looking to get a good headset, I suggest the SteelSeries Arctic 7s or higher, or the Astro A50s, along with getting an amp and game DAC, which SteelSeries offer. On screen are the audio settings I recommend for FPS shooter games if you have EQ settings that you can change. Also, my in-game settings for Warzone are up there as well. If you are on Xbox or PC, you can also get Dolby Access and Atmos and connect it to your system to level out the audio in-game and set up EQ. This was developed with Infinity Ward, so it was built with quality for Warzone. However, this does require a monthly subscription. As we all know, Warzone's audio is busted and can cause headaches while playing, so doing what you can to combat it is crucial to get the best audio for gameplay. GG's, boys! Before we continue, if you're finding this helpful and like the content, please don't forget to hit that like button on the video and drop a subscription to the channel to find more informative Warzone content like this. Also, hit that notification bell to know when videos are released right away. Jumping back in, the third easy tip is to have patience. Intentionally calming yourself down and practicing patience can help you in every engagement in Warzone, from normal gunfights to the high-pressure endgame situations. The most important thing is to not rush into every encounter guns a-blazing, thinking you're gonna be Rambo and tear them all down. That usually ends poorly and leaves your teammates stranded and at a disadvantage. What you need to do is think about where you and your team have seen enemies last, then think about repositioning the best way to keep the enemies on their toes and guessing.
Right above your head, to your right.
Once you down an enemy, reposition to a different angle or level of a building. In in-game situations, take this same approach, but think about getting to the power position the fastest. This could be the high ground or the low ground where an enemy might have to jump to while the gas is pushing them from their current position. Check out the rest of this endgame clutch where I kept repositioning and kept the enemy guessing while using my resources and practicing patience. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Let me move that.
Oh my god, how?
What? Stand. You must stay alive until...
Where the fuck did he come from?
Enemy soldier nearby. You got gas inbound.
That floater's gonna try to get you.
You've got gas moving in.
How does he just stay in the gas like that?
Gas mask. Behind you, behind you.
Behind you.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
It was
Thank
good
you.
game.
GG's, boys.